It's your boy Star Jonez. Y'all already know what channel y'all on. Please, before y'all do anything else, hit that subscribe button, that bell on the bottom right corner, and please comment if you have anything you gotta say. Thanks again, Star Jonez, over and out. Damn, you ready, bro? Alright. Fiending to talk about this movie. I'm gonna take this hookah up, man. What's good, y'all? It's your man Star Jonez. I'm back on this lovely black couch for episode 2 of Star Views. Y'all know my guy Bruce Wayne. I was really excited to have a conversation about this movie, considering that it's the latest installment in the DC movie universe. Birds of Prey, the Emancipation of Harley Quinn. But before I get into all of that, let me get some hookah real quick, because your man was wilding. Only one let me get now. But like I said, we're gonna be back shortly. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna chop it up. Again, welcome to Star Views. Star Jonez. We back. So, Birds of Prey, the Emancipation of Harley Quinn, stars Margot Robbie, directed by Kathy Yan. Kathy, I apologize if I got your name wrong, but yeah, again, starring Margot Robbie, Rosie Perez, Ewan McGregor, a bunch of names that we're familiar with in the acting world. So, pretty much I'm gonna get straight into it. Birds of Prey, the Emancipation of Harley Quinn is about Harley Quinn. Unfortunately, it's not a standalone film. There are other DC characters that are introduced in this film and that play a significant role in the film. But as soon as the movie picks up, it's immediately after, I guess you could say, a huge breakup. Harley Quinn is no longer with the Prince of Crime, the Joker. And for all my DC fans, you guys are familiar with the relationship, regardless of any adaptation that you've read or seen on TV, movies, etc. Video games, whatever. We all know their relationship. So we pretty much know how tied and involved Harley is with the Joker. So pretty much Harley at this current time is going through a bad breakup. She pretty much doesn't know what she's doing, because at this point in her life, she's pretty much dependent on the Joker giving her direction, and pretty much just letting her know what it is that he wants her to do, and not being able to think freely for herself. So, again, in the beginning of the film, Harley tells you this, and pretty much she's on a binger, like how most people go through a bad breakup. They're drinking, doing drugs, partying, doing anything they can to get their mind off the breakup. So pretty much we see Harley in a comedic fashion go through all of these trials and try to find herself. And as the movie progresses, she encounters other characters in the film, one particular character being Cassandra Cain. I will go on record and say early that I wasn't too fond of how Cassandra Cain was portrayed in the film. Again, I come from a DC background. I'm very familiar with the characters in the DC Gotham universe. Cassandra Cain herself is somewhat of a badass, and without giving y'all too much, because I don't know what direction I'm going in with her, pretty much she comes from an assassin background. She knows how to fight, and ultimately is going to become a prominent character in the Batman family. But in this film, again, I don't know what they're doing with Cassandra Cain. She's just a young klepto, but also don't know what a klepto is. Someone who steals all the time. Kleptomaniac, they just steal. Steal. So, Cassandra Cain ultimately steals this high-value item from, it is from our villain of the film, Black Mask. In Black Mask, he is one of the upper echelon criminals in the city of Gotham. And again, he has, this item that he wants to steal for, of course, financial gain. And Cassandra Cain steals said item, and now he kind of employs Harley Quinn to obtain that item, as well as Black Canary. Black Canary is also a prominent DC character in the Gotham universe. So, as the story progresses, we're also introduced to other characters such as Huntress. Huntress is also a vigilante in Gotham City, and they give us a brief background on her. And we have other supporting characters like Victor Zsasz. Victor Zsasz is a serial killer, and he's known for marking up his body with the number of people that he kills. But in this film, Victor Zsasz he's comedy in himself, because again, Victor Zsasz in the DC world is a very awkward character. He's very, I guess, quiet. I guess, his mind is just focused on murder. He's a homicidal maniac, and that's what he focuses on. And again, he's employed by Black Mask. So as the film progresses, we pretty much see everybody hone in on Cassandra Cain, because again, Cassandra Cain is the target. Cassandra Cain is who has said item that everyone is after, and which could ultimately provide huge financial gain for any party involved. So yeah, so we see Harley Quinn early on dealing with her breakup, ultimately deciding she's going to be her own person, and then she encounters this Cassandra Cain character, and again, everyone's after Cassandra Cain. Even the Gotham City Police, Renee Montoya, played by Rosie Perez. So yeah, that's pretty much the film. We just see everyone chasing after Cassandra Cain the entire time, and they try to add a little comedy element. They even go on record to say this is DC's version of Deadpool. I will say, not even remotely close as far as comedy. So I guess Deadpool, you could toot your own horn with that. So yeah, it's pretty much an hour and 49 minutes of, I guess, cops, robbers, and Cassandra Cain. Alright? So I'm going to get some more of this Uber real fast. And now we're in a portion of the show where I rate the film, and I think it's very fitting. I will never get tired of saying that. It's star rating. I feel like it's so fitting. I can't say it enough. But yeah, this is where I rate the film out of 10 stars. And before I actually give you the rating, because Bruce here is upset, I'm probably not going to speak for the rest of the show, because we have to talk about how my rating contradicts what he wants to give it, which I feel like is extremely biased. So yeah, you could go over there for the remainder of the show. Before I give the rating, I want to say that Margot Robbie did an amazing job. She followed the momentum from Suicide Squad, and she has everything down packed with the role of Harley Quinn, whether it be the accent, the mannerisms, everything. Like she's amazing. And I honestly feel like they should have did a standalone film where it just focused on Harley, and I guess maybe with other sequels we get introduced to other characters in the DC universe. So I will say that is one bright spot of the film. My gripes and my qualms with the film is, I honestly, like I said before, I'm not a fan of how they portrayed Cassandra Cain in the film. Again, I know Cassandra Cain for being this badass who eventually becomes a prominent role in the Batman family. And the way that the film portrayed her, I don't see that happening. I don't see how it's going to happen. I don't know. It's up in the air. Who knows? Maybe they will finesse something, but usually with films, they give you some type of direction, and I'm just up in the air with that shit. I just have no idea. Renee Montoya, again, played by Rosie Perez, the Gotham City detective in the film. I'm familiar with Renee Montoya from the DC Comics Batman, and she's a little young. She's a lot younger from what I've seen, and I'm not taking nothing away from Rosie Perez and her efforts. I think she did okay. But given her age, it kind of made everything harder to believe. It didn't seem organic. They did okay with Black Canary. I don't have too many qualms, but I just didn't love the character. Huntress is also a part of the Batman family. I know my DC fans know that. The casual fan may not know. But, I don't know, she just seemed very stiff to me throughout the course of the film. The choreography when it came to the fighting just wasn't organic. It didn't flow right to me. Again, the only person that kind of was, not even kind of, who was actually believable for me was actually a Harley Quinn. I think everything with her role was good in the film. But everyone else, as far as supporting characters, I just didn't really feel like that. Yeah, and I think they tried to be funny a little too hard, and it just didn't translate well. I didn't find myself laughing in the film, and I also had to like remind myself that, you know, I have to watch it in its entirety. I never really felt the film throughout the course of the film, and once it ended, I wasn't super happy. So with that said, I'm going to give Birds of Prey: The Emancipation of Harley Quinn 6.5 stars. Yeah, but 6.5 stars out of 10 is not that bad. It's decent if you think about it. On my New Yorkers, when we was in high school, if you got a 65 on your report card, was it great? Were you excited? No, but ultimately you passed. So it did receive a passing grade from me. Do I think you should spend your money on it? My DC fans, yes, because it's nothing wrong with broadening your knowledge on the DC universe, you know. But as far as, you know, the casual fan, probably not. You're not really missing much. You can actually wait till this comes on cable or some type of streaming service, you know, and save your money. But for us DC fans, you know, just do yourself a service and broaden your knowledge of, you know, the DC universe. So yeah, 6.5 stars. Just wasn't really feeling it like that. But again, it wasn't a terrible film, and because of how well Margot Robbie did as Harley Quinn, gave it the 6.5 that it received. So that's that. 6.5 stars. Sorry. This is such a great combination. Jeez. So in closing, this will be the end of episode 2. Thank you guys for sitting down and joining me on this lovely black couch. Our very next episode, episode 3 of Star Views, will be looking at Sonic the Hedgehog, which is also another highly anticipated film. As I mentioned in my last post, there was a lot of redesign that had to be done to the character of Sonic, and our prayers were answered as fans. So we have something to look forward to, and there's a good chance that Sonic might be better than Birds of Prey. Just saying, it just might, because this shit, Birds of Prey kind of let a motherfucker down. You know what I mean? So, anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog releases February 14th, Valentine's Day this year, which is in a few days. So I will be back within a week or so, God willing, to give you my critique on that show on this lovely black couch with some more hookah and some more of the what's in my cup stays in my cup. Feel me though? So again, thanks again. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Comment however you feel. Whatever contradictions you may feel, difference in opinions, let me know. I'll be sure to chop it up with you guys. I'm Star Jonez, over and out. Bruce, you'll be okay. Listen, he's upset. He got it.